It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. We're continuing our discussion around World Obesity Day, which is commemorated on the 4th of this month. And we're back with registered dietitian Carinné Adams, general practitioner Dr. Fourie, and we're going to continue discussing obesity and certainly how it affects us here in South Africa. And our very own lovely Jamie-Lee Domburg is going to be chatting about her personal lifestyle journey and how she's transformed herself and her relationship with food, I would imagine, through this process. But we've got a caller on the line right now. Robin is joining us on the line from Cape Town. A very good morning, Robin.
Good morning. How are you, Graham?
Very good, thanks. Thanks for connecting with us. What's your question or your comment?
We just want to know how can we lose weight on the stomach?
All right. And a very good question, because we've spoken about the dangers of the weight carried in that stomach region. And I don't know who wants to jump in and take this one. Carinné, do you want to talk about that specifically?
Obviously, in this area, it's mostly focused on exercise. You can eat well, but you need to burn off. You need to run, you need to get exercise that is good for your body and that you're able to do. But you can't just lose this fat by eating. Exercise is very, very important, especially for this area.
Robin, are you still on the line?
Still on the line. I want to tell you, Graham, thanks for your show. You're a great presenter.
Oh, thank you so much.
How you do things on Expresso.
We really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm just going to ask you, do you find it a challenge to eat right and to exercise? What do you think is standing in the way of you losing your weight?
Now, I eat a lot of salads.
And are you able to exercise?
Yeah, I do exercise.
I think you're on the right path. Stick with it, my friend. But that seems to be... Oh, there we go. We've got you on the floor. But Robin, thank you very much. Great question there. And Grant, I could see you itching to weigh in there. Is there something you want to add? Put me in.
Thanks for inviting me to the Graham show. So male obesity is different from female obesity, because we put on weight in a different way.
Yeah.
And male abdominal obesity is very different. It's very inflammatory, and it's very linked to the liver, and it's very linked to insulin and insulin resistance. So eating right is absolutely essential for a male. Exercising is even more essential for a male, and I actually like to think it's more important for a male to exercise than a female to exercise.
Wow.
This is why I'm very popular with the lady clients, because they don't like to exercise. Boys have to exercise. There's just really no other way around it, because we've got to burn those insulin, the glucose and the glycogen stores in our liver. But this is the whole trend in obesity management around the world, is actually targeting what's actually going on in the liver and how it relates to our body's sense of satiety, nutrition, and its response to the food that we actually do eat. So in other words, we know that you can have a disease in your liver, which actually makes me eat and then feel like eating more. So I lose the feeling of self-control. So this is why we're trying to be a little bit less tough on our overweight people. We get that it's not only you that are now being poorly disciplined or a slob or a glutton. It's like, no, your system's actually almost ganging up against you.
Sure.
And it's almost like it's a disease that makes you want to eat food out of control, so that even you know you're doing it wrong, then you try to do all the right things, and it doesn't seem to make a difference. So this is the big new focus, hence today and hence World Obesity Day.
No, and I love the fact that science at large is now, in one concerted effort going after this. Jamie, I'm going to hand over to you. What was the shift for you? What allowed you to make that change? Because clearly you've changed.
Yeah, to be honest, and I was listening to all the conversation, I started out with the fad diets because I didn't know better. And I think when it comes to wanting to transform, it's about educating yourself and just the knowledge about it. Educating yourself about what good nutrition is, about what works for your body. So don't try these things that is not going to give you the crash diet. It's all about understanding your body and also just filling your body with nutrients and filling your mind with good nutrition and understanding what good food is.
And take good before and after photos.
Yeah,
we've seen those. We've got one more caller on the line, Amira from Quebec on the line. Do you want to give us your comment or your question this morning?
Hi, morning guys. You guys look fabulous. I just have a question. I've got hypothyroidism, and I've heard that the core area is the toughest to get rid of. Is that true? Or is it mind over matter? Can I push through?
Hypothyroidism.
Thyroidism.
Okay, Dr. Fourie, I don't know if you want to weigh in with that one.
Yeah, I just missed the, what did she hear was the cause, the crux of it? I'm sorry, I missed that part.
Thyroidism, and she's got weight in her core area, and she has
the core.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
in her core, and that's the hardest weight to lose. Can she do it?
Yep. So hypothyroidism, look, do you have like an hour or three? So just cancel all the other visits and meetings for today. So hypothyroidism is a huge problem because every single patient who's gaining weight wants to believe they have a thyroid problem.
Okay.
And the truth is they probably do, because the thyroid plays such a big role in managing energy, metabolism, and weight. But it doesn't mean they have a thyroid problem. It means the thyroid is involved in managing the problem.
Okay.
Which means sometimes we get lucky and give them something for their thyroid and they do lose weight. But we almost always and invariably see that they only lose weight up to a certain point and then it kind of stops again. So there's no such thing as the thyroid will solve the whole problem. The thyroid solves the component of the problem related to the thyroid. And we, as a functional doctor, I will look at your insulin, I will look at your adrenal gland, I will look at your inflammation, I will look at your lifestyle, I will look at your hormones, I will look at the hormones related to eating. And in your brain, you have a pituitary gland, which is what's controlling your thyroid. I'll look at some of the other hormones being controlled by that same gland. And so the thyroid is more indicative of a series of problems linked to hormone changes. So very, very important thing to be worked out. But yes, you do have your work cut out for you if you're up against the thyroid. You'll struggle to out-eat a thyroid problem.
All right, but you can still do it, and it starts with finding that balance. Doctor, thank you so much. We always love connecting with you, Grant.
Thank you so much.
It's become the Dr. Grant Fourie show now, so don't worry, you've taken hold of that. Carinné, thank you so much. Your advice has been amazing. Jamie, you inspire us every day, girls. Just keep fighting the good fight. A big thank you to all of our guests and some amazing comments and questions, especially that comment about how amazing I am this morning. We really appreciate that one. We really want to make sure that we hone in on the essence behind Obesity Day, the importance of understanding how our bodies work and treating it as a pandemic, because that's what it is. We all have to be united on that front.